All right. I'll probably have to tune up. I should have tuned up earlier, but I didn't. Hello to everybody in the chat. I am not looking at the chat right now. I'm actually looking at my tuner. My tuner. Here we go. Tuning. We're opening with a tune. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a professional musician, we like to tune our instruments. Hello. There, and then there. Okay. Oh, much better. Oh, my ears don't lie. I can hear it. All right. What's up, Gary Davlin? R2, R3. Ken Solo. Hit Metal Works. Yeti Monsi. What's up, Ryan? Michael. BC Rich. Deanna. Vims. Doug, Chris, Al, Jean, what's up, buddy? We got Tim, we got Terry, we got Ferd, Ryan, Dennis, Vims, Jay Chef, Bill, Matt, Speako, what's up, buddy? Ben Coombe, what's up, buddy? We got Kevin, Joseph, Rico. We got Ron, what's up, buddy? And Ryan and Gary Davlin, of course, which I might have mentioned, but he's worth mentioning twice. We got Jeff, we got iRock Blues, we got SMY3, and Andrew, and Joshua, and Rob, and Zach, and Tony, and Tim, and Greg, and Jim, and Retro Puffer, and Doug, and SMY3. If Patterson, Terry Clark, and Rico B is here. It's a reason in the city, and the got John G. Jordan, got Frank Blues and Kim. That fine innocent time, the first what's it? There it is. It's a one way or the other. Oh, good Lord. Another magnum opus. Read about Guitar Center scene. They're in trouble. Gonna close soon. Your thoughts? You know, they keep writing that. How many times have we heard that? I don't know. You know, it could be true this time. We don't know. But, you know, who knows? You know, it's like they've escaped. The brand is probably too big to go away. What would most likely happen is it would get just sold. They could file a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, shed a bunch of, you know, unsecured debt, and then, you know, reemerge with a payment plan. Dude, the Strat sounds awesome. Yeah, I like Strats. You know, it just has a certain Stratty sound. How's that for calling it what it is? All right. Oh, thanks. Symmetry. God. You're so clever. I didn't put that together. Thanks for putting me in the intro song. I'll get it better, SMY3. You'll always be SMY3 to me. SMY tree, you'll always be SMY tree. Not symmetry, but SMY tree. And not the symmetry, but SMY tree. Today, God, again. My baby left me. What's not go raga? Paint to stand on the fence yet? No, it's too early for us. We're pretty far north. It's too cool. Although I tell you, we haven't had a winter. It's the winter that never was. People who live around here can verify. It's been shockingly mild, and there's no cold air in sight. So there's supposed to be a big storm of brewing. It's a northeaster, but it's going to be all rain for us. I think in New Hampshire and maybe Western Mass they might see some snow, but here on the east and the southeast and pretty much southern New England, it's going to be all rain. I have never played a Charlie Christian pickup guitar. Playing in the humbucker position, I could have been, but not there. I don't see buying on a Strat that often. You know, the 65, whenever you see a 65 reissue, and also the 65 will have the oversized mother of pearl dot inlay. It was kind of a thing that year. This technically is not binding, it's a channel binding. As you can see, it's a one-piece maple neck. And what they do is they just, you know, they have such good CNC routers, they route out the swimming pool, and they inlay the fretboard. Unlike my other one, which is a 65 reissue and actually has a piece of plastic around the edge, which is the traditional binding method. But not that. That's the channel bound. And then, of course, it's got, you know, the crazy flambe neck. And, of course, this. You know what that says? Says I'm rich, biatch. Says I'm playing select, biatch. I know you had flame. I didn't know you had flame. Actually, the top on this is pretty good, too. You know, it's a real top, but it's pretty good. I'm whacking my guitars here. If I have a signature guitar, it has to be made by Ibanez. I like Ibanez. You know, Fender and Ibanez I go way back with both brands. You know, and Kramer. Those are really the three brands of when I was a Ute. topless is pretty fun. You know, did you see there's a, you want to talk about a cutthroat dispensary market? I read in the paper that there's a place, I think, in Western Mass that's trying to get approved for a topless dispensary where all of your bud tenders will have their boobies out. What a world. What a time to be alive. Like I'm a little sharp. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds out. Something's out. Something's out, damn it. Bang it. Where is it? Right. Oh, wrong one. Right there. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's actually not that bad. That's good. That's good. Where are you? Oh. Well, maybe it's me. No, I'm telling you. Was it just the low E? That was it? Yeah, maybe it was. All right. Okay, carry on. Carry on. Where's my, where's my other thing? I have a, oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Ah, you gotta love an octave pedal. All right, where are you? Yeah, Thunder Kiss. Yeah, right. Topless drive-through coffee service. I could see that being a thing. It's a long line. Why are you going to work so early, honey? Oh, the line for the coffee. It's out of control. And the guitar chug? I wouldn't know that. I'm not the right person to ask that. Not a good judge of that. Jeff Beck. Yeah, these are stock pops. There it is. Do I like PRS guitars? I do. I do have one. I have a, what is that called? A CE24 Special Edition. The best part of that is at the end, you know, it's like... That's you. Now that's an ending. Do 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 do. Do. E chord with a pinky ring and middle fingers, yeah. No, that's the way, dude. Just like that. This? No. You know, that? I wouldn't recommend it. That's the one. You know. I did Kiss on Howard. Yeah, you know what? They really got the canned and corporate answers down, you know, without a doubt. They've been doing so many press junkets, like, for so long now. But I thought the performances were outstanding. And I did not think they were lip-syncing one bit. If they were, that's a pretty bad backing track to choose. Like, why? You could do better. I hear you, Kojam. How the kids still doing in college? Still enrolled? Oh, yeah. My daughter's actually getting driven back to school right now because she goes home for the weekend. But my son is waiting for 2 more letters. He's already in a bunch of places, and he got a bunch of money from a bunch of places. But it's never, like, even close enough to cover what it costs to go there. So we have to wait for 2 more places, and then we'll really be able to assess and see which is, like, sort of like the best combination of program and cost, and especially cost of living there, which can vary, you know, widely. So, you know, we'll see what's up. It is ridiculously expensive, though. So I think they said something like, you know, the cost of, income has gone up like 4 times or 5 times, like 5x since like when I was in college, but college is up like 19x. So you can't keep up. Shabba dabba dabba yay. So anyway, let's talk about the main topic. One close to my heart, and that's the midnight special. Now, I can't really show you any footage because it's copyrighted, and I don't want any copyright entanglements. So I won't do it. But you saw the thing, and just look up midnight special. It was Bert Sugarman, right? Bert Sugarman's. Here's a New York name for you. Bert Sugarman's midnight special. And let me tell you, all those acts, I've gone through a bunch of footage. So far, nobody's lip syncing. It's like just not a thing. And I remember the midnight special. Because my parents would go out. It'd be Saturday night. And my parents would be out, and we would have a babysitter. Usually some chick with like a crazy amount of makeup and like blue eyeshadow, who smoked cigarettes at age 16, and had the big bell bottoms, and right, it's like 1976, and we would stay up because, the bar didn't close, or whatever, the club didn't close till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., right? We were in the city. We were in Boston, like 2 a.m. My parents went home till like really late. And so we stayed up, and we would watch it. I remember watching the Bee Gees, without a doubt, and probably Fleetwood Mac as well. Those are the two that I can really remember. Maybe, and I'm not positive of this, but Peter Frampton as well. So it was like, unlike Top of the Pops, okay? So Top of the Pops is like sort of like the big English, place where bands, they want to go on it, they want to be featured on it. But they have a rule, it seems, that you're pretty much lip syncing. They don't do live. They just don't do it. And and I think there's been a few places like, what was the one in America that was like that? I forget. Was it like Solid Gold, right? They forced you to lip sync. They wanted to be like Top of the Pops. They were not going to let you go out there and try and sing live, right? You're going to play to the record. You're going to go out there and lip sync to the record. That's not Midnight Special. Midnight Special is, they're out there singing. I was just watching that Linda Ronstadt, footage of You're No Good. And oh my God, does she sound good. And they're clearly, performing. This is not some lip sync going on there. And man, she sounds killer. And so does her band. They're all killing it. And I was like, that's a good show. It's the type of band that's got, probably 3 guitar players in it. Right? 2 Les Pauls and like a Telly. Yeah, God, they were so good. I definitely remember seeing the Bee Gees on there, without a doubt. I don't know the band. I'd have to go back. It might have been like 3 Dog Night or something. I'd have to go. Well, the footage will be coming out. But we remember watching one, and the keyboard player, looking back, he was probably a little whacked out on the blow. But at the time, I remember the babysitter going, "Look at this guy. He looks so scary." And he's like, he really did. That was absolutely the Midnight Special. It was definitely, he looked like he had a certain unbridled enthusiasm. So go check out the Midnight Special. They've got Richard Pryor. They've got some comedy. I think it's Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, and one other dude I saw on there. Probably George Carlin, you know. So a little bit of that, but it's 90% music. And I think Space Oddity might be one of the tunes. Bowie was on there a bunch of times, like one of the more regular guests of the program. But I wasn't old enough to watch the Bowie stuff. I was like 73, and I was like 7 years old. I couldn't stay up that late. The stuff I saw was more like Bee Gees, 76, 77. That's really the stuff I saw. Linda Ronstadt, maybe 76, 77, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe Cher. Absolutely. You know, I mean, that's who was out then. Guitar Max. Man, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We have to do a... I was gonna say, where's my my harmonics? What's up, buddy? Yeah, Brett Sugarman sounds like the producer from Tropic Thunder, exactly. Yeah, probably Cheap Trick and Tom Petty, but I haven't seen up there so far. So far, it's been like Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, Linda Ronstadt, ton of Bee Gees, ton of Bowie, things like that. Yeah, Rip Gary Rosington. He was the last surviving member, right, of the original lineup, I think. Am I wrong on that? Was he the final original Skynyrd lineup member to pass away? Yeah, I thought so. So it's the end of an era. Guitar, Max, I saw you were hanging out with Dovidas the other day. I was loving it. I hope you didn't frighten him too much with aerial antics. Good sport, yeah. I can see, and just correct me if I'm wrong here, I could see a nervous laughter by him throughout the entire, like, I'm going along with it, but, you know, I might be a wee bit nervous. WS and I are going to see Michelangelo Badio tonight. We'll tell him I said hello. He's going to go, who? Yeah, Steve from Boston. Okay. He's that guy who you took a picture with and 2016 at the NAMM show. It's all pinch harmonics these days. That sounds awesome. You know, at some point he's gonna get like, 4 guitar necks out, and all of a sudden 2 more arms are gonna sprout out of the back. You're gonna be like, I fucking knew it. He's an alien. He's an alien. It's Michael Alien Badio. Duh! It explains so much. That's right, daylight savings tonight. Exactly. Do you need distortion for pinch harmonics? No, but they ring out better when you have it on. Without a doubt. But no, it's not, do I have a clean sound here? Right? You're just not going to get those frequencies. I mean, you can get it, but it's not the same as... The boom, the pow. All right, where was I? This one. Did it do? All right. Yeah, the distortion brings out the harmonics, the overtones, exactly. I forgot how much I love this neck. Really is a great neck. What's up, Phil? Most underrated guitar player? You know, it's, I think Edge doesn't really get, he actually did quite a, you know, he's not maybe like a shred guy, but I think Edge is, has put out some pretty, you know, some pretty good, you know, his delay work and I've seen him live a couple of times, and he, you know, he's really, and I just don't think, I think just because he's in U2, they're not really a band. He, you know, he's not really a solo player or anything like that, but I think that guy's pretty damn good. Doesn't get the due. See, Alex Lifeson, I think he is an amazing guitar player, but I think he gets a lot of accolades. And I was going to say that about Steve Stevens too, right? He's another one that always comes up on the list. But I think Steve Stevens gets, you know, especially in the last, say, 10 years, his, like, way more people, you know. I mean, but when Steve Stevens came out in the early 80s, as much, you know, again, we're listening to Judas Priest and Motley Crue, right? Ozzy, Dio, Sabbath, right? So to make the jump to Billy Idol, right? That's a big chasm. But you couldn't help but acknowledge that his guitar, Billy Idol's guitar player, Steve Stevens, was freaking hot shit. He was a really good guitar player. And with every new record that came out, probably, you know, especially with Flesh for Fantasy, God, it was like, just really top quality. I mean, just on another level. And I saw them live, and he was that same way. I was like, damn, this guy is such a good guitar player. Holy shit. Like, really, really good. Yeah, but Steve Morse, again, there's a guy, I know he probably he hasn't earned the money he deserves, but certainly Steve Morse, you know, back in the 80s with the Dixie Dregs was considered, you know, he's kind of like where John Petrucci is right now, right? Like considered like technically this amazing player, but I don't know that they pull in the kind of numbers that some of the bigger, like a Metallica would pull in, right? Even though I think objectively John Petrucci is, you know, technically better than Kirk Hammett. Favorite scale for noodling? You know, I kind of do like a major, minor, pentatonic thing. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Yeah, no, Steve Morse, you know, back in the day was considered, you know, a top tier, you know, guitar, very technical, and was really known for his picking. Right? He was a picker. He really didn't do much legato. He was more of a staccato player, and that's hard. That is friggin' hard. Especially with some of the country style stuff that he was doing, where most country players would pull that shit off, right? They do a pull off, right? Some sort of pull off from a fretted note to an open note or something like that, and he'd pick it. You know, yeah, Pixie Licks, remember him? He was good. Quite, you know, no homo, but he was pretty good looking too. About Mike Stern. Well, Mike Stern is a different, you know, he's a different animal altogether. You know, I think in the jazz fusion world, he's got his too. He's recognized. God, yeah. I mean, he's up there. He's in the upper echelon with like Pat Metheny and John Scofield, and you know, he's in that circle. Whatever happened to that guy? Died. Ham sandwich. Yeah, Jerry Reed. But see, between Jerry Reed and Roy Clark, I was more in the Roy Clark camp, you know, if we're hee-hawing it right now. I'm in the Roy Clark camp. Though I did like Glenn Campbell, but I liked Glenn Campbell because I liked his tunes, you know, and he was a staple on, you know, sort of primetime TV. He was always, didn't he? I could actually, now I think, did Glenn Campbell have his own show? Did Glenn Campbell have the Glenn Campbell Show? You know, he might have had his own show for a while. Maybe that's why I think he had so many appearances. Did he have his own friggin' show? Oh my God, he might have. Sammy says, yeah, did he? Yeah, Glenn Campbell. God, I really loved Glenn Campbell. You know, really. In fact, I would, one of the reasons why I like Ovation so much, not just because I like the way they play. I love the play of the guitar because of Glenn Campbell, you know. Yeah, he did. He had his own show. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Glenn Campbell did have his own show. Yeah, I could have sworn he did. Yeah, back in was it the 70s or the 80s? I gotta think it was the 70s, unless it was in like the early 80s. Ken says it was the 70s. Yeah, that feels right. Who didn't have a show, right? Where are the cats tonight? I think they're upstairs. Oh, yeah, that's right. Don Kirshner's rock concert was the other one. Don Kirshner's rock concert. Oh. Yeah. Bert Sugarman's Midnight Special and Don Kirshner's rock concert. Who played Don Kirshner? I think it was Paul, right? Oh, God. What's his last name? Paul Schaefer. Thank you, BCH. Papa Blue says my Ovation guitar is great. They are great. I like my Ovation guitar. I'm a big fan. In fact, when I look for guitars, I very often look for Ovation. You know, I'd like to get a nice late 70s, early 80s, you know, Ovation. They keep up because they're mostly made out of that, you know, fiberglass resin. Do I know Seek and Destroy? I don't. I'm not the guy for Metallica. I'm pretty bad about, well, quite frankly, a lot of songs, but particularly Metallica. Never bought a Metallica record. Or CD, or cassette. Yeah, chopper blades, right? Cayman, right? They made helicopter blades. And the guy says, maybe I'll just make one of these helicopter blade. The sheets of the raw helicopter blade material, I'll form it into a guitar body. and it was born. Any clam Yankees? I do not. I know a little bit of Ted Nugent just because you figure those out in jam bands, Ovation plays great, more like an electric. I agree. That's what I like about it. It has a really small, almost an electric-like neck. Not quite as small as an electric, but pretty damn close. Very, very much like an electric. A lot closer to an electric than it is to an acoustic, that's for sure. That's Metallica, right? Right? I don't even know what that tune is. That's old Metallica. I call that old Metallica. Something like that. That's Seek and Destroy. Okay. I'm going to take your word for it. Wango Tango, quite possibly the worst song ever. I think you mean the best song ever. Especially when you're in a band, right? All you gotta do is this. Also, the turnaround is the we'll send them cheesy movies. It's also the theme for Mystery Science Theater 3000. I gotta think of it. Yeah, it goes up a minor third. What's up, Coots? It does sound like the MTV. You guys been watching Beaver and Buffcoat? So it rebooted. It came back as Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead. So I'm sure you know the famous story. He sold it to MTV. It was MTV's Beavis and Butthead. Like literally in the title. You couldn't say Beavis and Butthead without saying MTV's Beavis and Butthead. And he paid him like $500 a week salary. It was like he really got screwed in that deal. The show went huge. He never really got paid. He left in frustration and I think went on to do left the entire, like, studio umbrella, right, which was MTV, and went over to Fox, right, which isn't under Paramount. Goes over to Fox and does King of the Hill, and has success with that. But always, I think, wanted to get back, do the Beavis and the Butthead again. But he must have worked out a deal. Must have bought it back off of MTV, because it's on Comedy Central, which was its original stomping grounds, right? Wasn't it Comedy Central? Maybe it was MTV. I guess it was MTV. I feel like it was Comedy Central, but I guess it wasn't. Must have been MTV. And they've been back, and it's very much like the original show, except very cleverly they work in a lot of, like, YouTube posts and, like, social media, like TikTok videos and stuff, and man, they are good. It's still good. It's still really good. I was laughing my ass off on it the other day. MTV ran it on Liquid Television, yeah. Yeah, I want to say Beavis and Butthead, pretty much the show probably peaked in 94 or 95. It culminated with the movie in 96. And that was pretty much it. Right? And then they tried to reboot it a couple of times. It never really came back. I'd say this reboot now is the best reboot I've seen. It's like, it pretty much is like the original. Although, I will say, where they would never let Beavis say fire, he seems to say fire in every episode. Yeah, right, Avenger? Yeah, fire. Right? Like, they seem to be winking at the audience, like, we can finally say fire. It was a whole episode where he just says, like, fire almost nonstop and befriends a giant fire. Looking at Wolfgang and MIJ fenders lately. Yeah, Wolfgangs are nice, so are MIJ fenders. Both pretty nice. Around the same money, the MIJ fender could be a little bit more. Motorhead on the young ones, I don't remember that. That was the first song I played in the band, was Motorhead. Yeah, but of course, I think when we played it, we used to go, because we couldn't hear it. We're kids. But that's the real. Couldn't hear that. Modus band allowed it to band ever. Yo, they drove us right out of the club. We listened to like that. We listened to them out in the parking lot, and you could hear them just fine. But in the place, if you didn't have earplugs in, it was painful. It's like we tried toilet paper. We went into the bathroom trying to get toilet paper to stuff toilet paper in our ears, but it didn't really work. It was painful. So we wound up. Same with who else was painful was George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars. Like ridiculously over loud. Like just absolutely ridiculous. And in the Orpheum, God, it was awful. It was so friggin' loud. And yeah, some shows you need earplugs. Yeah, Motorhead. Yeah. It was at the Channel. We just wound up going out in the parking lot and listening to him there. You could hear it perfectly. You did not need to go in that building to listen to that band. It was so friggin' loud. You guys see Steel Panther released an album this week? See if I can find it here. Yeah, On the Prowl? Is that? Yeah. There it is. Hold on. There you go. So you got Never Too Late to Get Some Pussy Tonight, of course. Friends with Benefits on your Instagram. Put My Money Where Your Mouth Is. 1987. See, that's the early release single, so that's why it's the most popular. Teleporter. Is My Dick Enough? Featuring Dweezil Zapper. Magical Vagina, which I have to say is a really good song. Probably, what a wonderful, amazing tune that is. All That and More, One Pump Chump, Porn Star. Ain't Dead Yet, another fantastic song. What a wonderful ballad. And, of course, Sleeping on the Rollaway. All of your standard Steel Panther style tunes. Speaker was with me. Speaker was with me at the Steel Panther Feel the Steel. Remember that album? I remember. CD release party. They did an acoustic set. Friends with Benefits is your favorite? Oh, yeah? Yeah, Friends with Benefits. Okay. I can't play any because, again, the whole copyright thing, but I am a fan. Speaker and I were at the CD release party. Which, that might have been Speaker's first time seeing them. You know? They're baked out of their butt. You think so? I have video from that show, including some girls that I just think happened to be it was at the Newbury Comic Superstore. I think there were just a couple of girls in there who happened to wander over, like, what the hell is this? And were laughing their ass off. Like, what? I still have their autographs. They said, "Hello, Blueberry Comics." That's right. Hello, Blueberry Comics. Oh. And there was just like one chick. They're like, "Sit down, you skank." Oh God, they're brutal. That's right. Oh my God, that's so funny. Hello, Blueberry Comics. Oh man, they were good. Is it time for a guitar change? Let me know. I don't know. I've been digging the Strat. Actually, speaker, wasn't there like a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, something like that, 7-year-old? They were like, hey, how old are you? He's like, 7. Like, you know what? Any parent that would bring a 7-year-old to a show like this is probably like the greatest parent ever. Like, everybody's cracking it. Oh. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this now. Maybe not. This is a compound radius. I want to say it's 12 through 16, 12 through 14, 12 through 16, if I had to guess. I'm hearing some creaking up there. Yeah, I want to say I think it's 12 through 16. It's definitely compound though. All right, so we can switch. Let me just see. Hold on. I have a brown strap on. How are we gonna do this? You know, we'll just leave it for this for now. Christy is confirming 12 through 16. Okay. Exactly, the strap made the choice. And I'm wearing there's a brown strap. I can't. It's not going to work. You know, my guitars need to be color coordinated, okay? You notice the difference in the compound radius? Not really. They say it's easier to bend up in the higher register because it's a little flatter. So it doesn't, they say it doesn't fret out. With the 7 strings, you know, I tried, but I just couldn't get along with the 7 string. Now, don't really do the 7-string. I had 2 and I just could not. Next to 2 wide. All right, this is out. You know, the next 2 wide, the extra string screws my brain up. Oh yeah, we're going a little Sharpay here. That's all fine. It's these. There you go. Okay, there we go. There it is. Do-do-do. Exactly. You buy the strap just for the guitar. Yeah, this has got a humbucker in the old Bridger. Yep. The select Strat. For a select few, your application will be reviewed by a select committee, which will make a select recommendation. Sounds out. Bruins became fastest team to reach 50 wins in NHL history. Yeah, and also 100 points. Both points and wins. But you know what? And again, because we can't like anything in this town, they're already complaining about, yeah, well, if you don't win the cup, you're a complete loser. That's what pretty much everyone on every radio station is saying. Well, at this point, it's the cup or bust. You either win the Stanley Cup or you're a total choke loser team. And I'm like, God, this is why we can't have anything nice. Of course it's the top. It's the cup or bust. God. Any rev amps or pedals? Yeah, I have the new the video come out this week. I got the new Mahler. Let me go down the Mahler cam. Right there. That's Fricky's. That's Glenn Fricker's pedal. It's really cool. It's a dual, but they're parallel. They don't go into each other. They're not in series, so one doesn't feed into the other. But one is sort of like a rev amp, like a distortion amp circuit, and then the other side is basically a modern version of the. I guess that would be the HM2, the heavy metal 2. And they're both really good. I already shot the video. I just got to edit it. And I don't use it like anyone else's. I'm using it for riffs like riffs like that with distortion. That's my sort of like an 80s thing, sort of doing like an 80s, So I never use it like the Swedish chainsaw, like like they use it a very certain way, but you don't have to use it like that. It's quite usable, but it's funny because it has all the quirks of the original, including like the tone circuit can affect the output level. You gotta be careful. The Black Hawks just reached 50 points. Well, there you go. The the other thing is like the Bruins have just had so many comeback wins. Like they were down, I think, 2 goals today, right? They came back and tied it up, and then went ahead and wound up, playing keep away long enough to win the game. That's the thing you need. You get out of there with 2 points, or push it to overtime and get out of there with 1 point. They've had so many games that they might have lost, but they lost it in overtime. You still get out of there with a point. I agree the middle zone does sound like, but this doesn't. This sounds better than the middle zone. I've played with the middle zone. It's their take on the middle zone. Never forget that. Sitting in the goal squad. You can make a middle zone sound good. Oh, it's all my same riffs that you know and love, just through that pedal. Play some Rat. I don't really know a ton of Rat. Loudness is still popular in Japan. Loudness was a great band. I think I saw Loudness in the 80s. They might have opened for another band, I think, but I made sure to get there to see them. They might have been the opening act for like Judas Priest or Scorpions or something like that. I forget now. Dio. Saw Loudness open for AC/DC. Geez, I wonder if that was it. You know. Do like the Sabbath. So many cheaper distortion pedals. Well, look, you throw your hat in the ring and you see some people will like it and some people won't, and they have it. Like anything. There's probably 300 distortion pedals on Amazon, less than $50 at this point. There's no shortage of competition in the market. So loudness open for Striper. Yeah, that I definitely wasn't that, because I never saw Striper. I never saw Striper live, so it definitely wasn't that show. Could have been AC/DC though. Yeah, 90% based in the same circuit. Oh, it's probably the same, literally the same exact board. The only difference is maybe even the same pedal. The only difference is the graphics. You've probably been asked a billion times. You can only pick one. Favorite guitar? Nigel Tufnell. Oh, don't say Nigel Tufnell. Oh. Nigel Tufnell? No, my favorite guitarist of all time. That's easy. Eddie Van Halen. Edward Van Halen. And thank you for the super chat. Eddie never used as much effects as you do. Well, he should have. That was his only flaw, his lack of use of effects. Other than that, he was perfect. Then you got to do the two-note bend. You got to do that two-note at the end. That's the one that people forget. It's a dyad. We're a dyad in the Force. Yeah, exactly. Nigel Tufnell. Yeah, the middle zone. Well, before you, wait. Listen, you're prejudging my video. You haven't even seen it yet. Don't hate it before you've seen it. Hate it after you've seen it. God. There'll be plenty of time to hate the video. I wound up, I sold my phone. Kind of weird, but so far so good. I do worry, but selling a cell phone on eBay. But I did sell my phone, and So far, so good. It was delivered. It was signed for. It was insured to the hilt, and so far, so good. We'll see. I'm always like, I'm way more nervous about that than selling a guitar. Yeah, Derek Trucks is killer. I just got the new S23, the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I sold an S22 Ultra. I paid $600 for the S23 Ultra, and I sold my S22 Ultra for $600. What do you think my net is? I sold it for $600. The dude who bought it paid $661 with the tax and the shipping. What do you think my net was? Right, $599.99 was the sale price. I don't get the tax, and of course the shipping went to the shipping, but I do get what's left. And after the yeah, exactly, Sky Pop. Negative 200. God, it was 508. They took $87, almost $88 in just straight up fees. If you work it out, it's about 15%. They're up to 15%. I was like, huh. Wow. That's crazy. Phoebe takes what percentage? 15, apparently. It's a little nutty, you know, because remember I charged them for the tax and the tax and the shipping. That's separate, you know, but still, it was still worth it because the most I could get on a trade-in on that from, you know, probably Apple and Google is about 220, 250. So getting 500 even net is you're way much more ahead of the game. Even Samsung was only doing 500 on the trade-in, which is a little low for them. Normally they'd be around 650, 700 on the trade-in. They do offer ridiculously generous trade-ins, but that was down this year. They weren't doing it again this year like they had in prior years. All right, your phone would be a tax deduction too for YouTube. Not all of it. I don't deduct all of my phone. I deduct 70% of it because that's what I figure. If you look at it, it's about 70%. In fact, you could go to my digital well-being section and look at the apps I use. It's mostly Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Studio, and they're all for the Steve from Boston stuff. It's pretty much 70% of what I spend my time on. And then the other 30% is the occasional text message from my wife. That's about it. So I don't do it 100%. I give myself I hedge a little bit on that, which you can. You don't have to claim 100%. But if you don't claim at least 50%, then you can't claim it at all. You have to use it at least 51% of the time, or you can't claim it. So I go with 70%. I figure that's about right. But we are so low for like an audit, unless we're randomly selected, which anyone can be. There are random selections just to make sure that their processes are working correctly. But barring that, which is extremely low, we're very low target for, because we don't really own like some big business where you're doing big money. My wife has a job that we pay like 90% of our taxes through her job, and you know, my little side stuff is nothing compared to that. So it's not, we're very low. It would cost them way more money to audit us than whatever they would get back in like missed taxes. I know Tone King's on tonight for some reason. Yeah, I do like the. Might be hard to see, but it's got a lot of the flames. It's got the flambe. Got the flame on the neck. It's got the flame neck. What pops? I think it's I want to say it's the V twin for the humbucker, and these are, they just call them Fender Select. They're custom made for this run. They're called Fender Select pickups, made especially for the Select series. Which was, I think this was the highest MSRP in 2014, other than Custom Shop, right? Even an AVRI, like, 60s or a, whatever, 59 reissue or 62 reissue was a couple of $100 less than this. What's up, Bobby? Do you own any Fender Strats with LRS nuts? Have you played any with LRS nuts? I did have one. I guess that would have been the Deluxe Strat, right? Had the noiseless pickups and abalone inlays for the frets, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and had the roller nut, right? It was fine. I had the smaller one. There's two. There's one that's much thicker, longer, right? It has more like slots on it. The other one's much narrower, more like a regular nut. And it has like the pin rollers. That's the one I had. Yeah, the Jeff Beck model had one type that had the larger one with more like the slots on the top. Almost looked a little angled. But it really wasn't. It was just the way the metal was cut. But mine wasn't like that. Mine was the thinner one. Yeah, Living Color, right? Clean tones with a chorus. Do I even have that? I probably do. I probably have something somewhere. Somewhere in this mixed up crazy world of ours. Sounds loud, doesn't it? Is there a chorus on here? There is. Man, is that compressed, huh? Got a compress? Oh, yeah. Damn. Meh. More of a reverb than a... Oh, yeah. Do I have anything up? That's not bad. I kind of like that. Purple Rain. I think it's Now remember, they do it in a different key. Yeah, Mitigated Pete, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of, Bill. My God. I never called you anything. Have I seen the Careeners? The Careeners yet? I have not seen the Careeners yet. Is this Kramer? Is it a Kramer Careener? Or is it an Epiphone? Okay, hold on. Here we go. There we go. Happy. Yeah, hold on. Oh, here we go. It's Epiphone. Oh, yeah, right here, right? These are them? New Carina series? Developed in partnership with the Gibson Custom Shop, this collection recreates inspired versions of legendary instruments for every stage. I like that right there. Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. You got the Carina Flying V. You got the Carina Explorer. As we would say, Explorer. Got the Standard. You got the Standard. Nice. Nice. No, I like. Oh, and it's in two different pick. Oh, interesting. Two different pick cards. So you can get it with the black or the... What are we going with, folks? We going black or white? Help me out here, people. What do you like better? I gotta say, I think the black looks kind of sharp just in this photo here. What are you thinking? You going black plastics or you going white plastics? Ron says black. Chicken Beak says black. Matt says black. The other Matt says black. Rockin' says black. Patrick emphatically says white. Dennis says black. Retro Puffer's going white. Ken Solo's going black. Symmetry is saying that the black has 10% more tone. That could be right. Jeff's liking the black version. Patrick's still with the white. Explorer with the white. V with the black. Calvin likes the white. Deanna likes the black. Richard likes the white. Buck likes the white. Interesting. Blackjack likes the black. Well, you know, of course you like the blackjack. Shine likes the white. Aljon is not going to take sides. You can't make him choose between his kids. Guitar Man's going white. Yeti Matsu's going black. Ben's going black. Some people just go, it's just all of them. Let's look at this one. Is this the same way? Oh, yeah, same way. Same way. Again, you going black, you going white. You going black on the V, and you going white here. Are you going black with the set? Are you going black and white? You doing a black and white thing? Yin yang? Are you going to do both black? You going to do one black, one white? Huh, interesting. Interesting. Black got to match the headstock. Good point, Ken. Charles says the black pickguard is the only answer. Black, but with gold speed knobs. Oh, I see. Instead of the top hat style. Right. Going with speed knobs. He says he's going speed knob. All right, okay. Oh, right. I could hear that. You know, I might be with you on that. Going speed knob, sure. A no pickguard option. Interesting. I never even thought of that. But how do you get the pickup selector up there? You'd have to have the pickup selector down, right? You'd have to move the pickup selector, right? Isn't that why the pickguard's there, to cover up for the pickup selector, right? Or you're going to have a big route in the back. Oh, nice. Oh, Gibson custom logo on the back. Nice vintage tuners. Nice. That V is nice though, huh? Oh yeah. Hey, baby. I'd probably throw speed knobs on it too. But I might go black speed knobs. Thanks, Kevin. Do. Sounds good on the iPad Pro. Good. Right? Hanging out with my beard. It's like, where's that static? Where's that static coming from? Sometimes throw me a bone in. I got a plastic snakes in my fingers. I've got swollen hand legs. Go to the F chord. 13 channels of shit. The TV to choose from. There goes a wonderful transition chord, dominant 7. Such a common, tool. Fly. Then he goes to the F chord. Powers, I'm looking your way. How many people have done that? The major to the minor turnaround, kind of like you hear it in like weird places. So like that Team America movie, right? I'm so lonely, right? 2 chord. Sadly alone. That's kind of silly. Not really. Has a dominant 7 there. Get a major 7. Most physically fit, and nobody else seems to realize. Dominant 7 to make the turnaround. When I choose the world, maybe they'll notice me. And then here's where you hear that major to minor turnaround. I could not work my thing here. I'm stepping on it here. Hold on. I go, 'cause I'm so lonely. Yeah, go to the 2 chord. Yeah, a little lonely. Poor little me. And he goes like. Right, that little major minor turnaround, right? I feel like I'm whacking this. Where? Oh, no wonder it's under my foot. Here it is. I'm like, why is this? I don't like that. I'm so lonely. Right? It's kind of silly, but not really. 'Cause I'm sitting on my little throne. I'm the smartest, most clever, most physically fit. Nobody else seems to realize it. When I change the world, maybe they'll notice me. But until then, I'll just be lonely. That 2-5 turnaround. Yeah, a little lonely. Poor little me. Major, minor, to the 1 chord. Oh my God. You know, I think we learned something here today. What? I have no idea. But it was something. Exactly, another chopping broccoli. I was chopping broccoli. I was chopping broccoli. Right. Chopping broccoli. Oh God, that was so funny. And he's just doing like, right. I think he's just doing like right up the scale, right? C to D minor to E minor. You know, it's like, and that was chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli. So many songs just follow right along that, Anything that wants to sound, a little jazz. Right? The turkey song. A turkey for you, a turkey for me. I'm so happy Thanksgiving tonight. J.J. Walker said dynamite. That's right. A turkey for you, a turkey for me. I can't believe. Right? Again, you just it's the 1, 2, 3 chord. Right. Gobble, gobble, goo, and a gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Yeah, right. A turkey for me, a turkey for you. It won't be cooking in a big brown shoe, right? Yeah, right. Happy Thanksgiving. God, it's so up there. That falsetto tonight. Lovely Walker. can't believe the Mets traded down Strawberry. Oh, yeah. Minutes to cut and release. Okay. Got to find a way to give good love here today. It was time and who put with reality to be like I should be. What's going on? What's going on? Boo. Oh, thank you, Patrick. I try. I try. God, if I ever practiced, just think how good I could be. I could be like that much better. At least that much better. Yeah, I do like the old Motown stuff, you know. What's the other one? That's probably in B. No, it's probably, is it? B flat? Yeah. I'd have to think about it again. What's it? I am my girl. I have to think about it. I feel like it goes right up to scale, like so many of those tunes, right? Yeah, I think it is diatonic, Ben Tom. Right. Something like that. You know, one of those tunes with the tunes and stuff. Oh, thanks, Ferd. Steve, check out the Harley Benton Max Fusion signature. You know, I meant to mention that. I don't know if Max is still here, but Max has got a new signature guitar. It's got a flambe maple neck, roasted, I believe, as well. Not only is it flamed, it's also roasted. They're related if you think about it. And he's got, I want to say a locking Floyd on. It's a Fusion. You know, probably their best, one of their best, you know, in the Harley Benton series, that Fusion series. So, it's a good series. You know, it's got the flame necks and the roasted and the Floyds, and it's roasted flame Floyds. All together in one. Oh, that's right, Sky Prop and stainless steel fresh. Gotta go. Gotta hunt down a lost pick. I hear ya. Exactly what having gold-plated diapers. But the finish is green. Yeah, you know, I like the green finish, and I'll tell you why. I think the green finish, much like the brown and the yellow finishes, go with the brown neck more. You know, I think it's a better color match to go with a green finish in that like sort of like chocolate brown, milk chocolate brown neck. Right? I think it's a good combo, kind of like my E-art or eart. We're gonna figure that out someday. Someday. You know what I'm saying? It just they sort of go together. What does it even mean, gold-plated diapers? The best part about that skit is you hear Jimmy Fallon like laugh out his lines like, what do you think about this? He's laughing so hard he can't get his line out. Can't get interested in the green guitar. How dare you? That's like, oh, geez, I forget the name of the show, but it's all improv. We watched it over Christmas, and basically, they don't even know who's going to be there. They don't even know the setup, and it's 100% improv. And, oh my God, it was like Maya Rudolph and Sean Hayes, I think, played the Santa Claus. It's a murder mystery. And Maya Rudolph is like a detective in training. And who was it? It was, oh my God, so many It was so funny because and then finally Pete Davidson comes out and he walks in and he sees everyone and he bursts into laughter and he can't stop giggling. He cannot stop giggling through the whole thing. You can't believe what's going on. It was so funny. God. Who's that guy? It's that great Canadian, Jason Bateman. He's in it. And who's the guy who plays the voice of the Lego Batman? He plays the hard-ass detective. You know. All right, dudes, it is 9:02. I should probably wrap it up. I have half a burrito waiting for me in the fridge. I ate half earlier. Got pretty full. Getting hungrier, though. So we're going to wrap it up. I will have the Mahler video out this week. So, yeah, what do they call that? It's like a smothered burrito. It like comes in a tray and they throw a bunch of like tomatillo like sauce on top of it. It's got like a chile sauce and a tomato sauce but it's not tomatoes, it's like a tomatillo and I don't know, whatever. It's covered in crap. It's pretty tasty though. Just leave the cast running, yeah. Run it all night. We're losing an hour tonight, which sucks. So, yeah, but what's his name is going to be doing his show tonight on Tone King. If I'm up, I'll be up. We'll see. Burritos have a way of knocking you out. Yeah, it's like a Hot Pocket covered in an exploded Hot Pocket. Exactly. Chimichangas. Actually, that's what my daughter got. She got the chimichanga. Yeah, it's kind of like an enchilada, but they sell an enchilada, and it wasn't the enchilada. They actually sell that as a separate item. No. It's the smothered burrito. Oh, thank you, Yeti Matzi. Yeah, jazz man. We're all doing jazz hands tonight. I can't snap my fingers anymore. I'm too old. But it would sound like snap, snap, snap. Okay, enchiladas, a corn tortilla, and what I got is a flour tortilla. Well, that makes sense. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That burrito is as wet as this chorus. All right, dudes. Yeah, I'll have videos out this week. And I'll, at the very least, see you in a week. So have a wonderful week. And, I'll see you. We'll do it all again, 6 days and 22 hours from now. And there you have it. All right, dudes. No, you rock. And I'll see you in a week. There you have it. And there you go. Wow. Now that's a finish. Okay, super thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. Super special extra thanks to anyone who contributed. I always appreciate that. And of course, bro fist to my mod squad. Hashtag mod squad. All right, there we go. We did it. Now we're done. Have a good one, dudes. Later.